Wait, you need to stop talking.
I'm
Is Mr. Griffin, are you Mr. Griffin or not?
I am Anthony of the Griffin family.
Are you the Anthony Griffin
executor of the
that is
estate
charged?
of
Stop a
Anthony
second here.
Griffin.
If you keep talking over me, we're gonna cancel
You is
this.
talking over me. Matter of fact, Your Honor, are you responsible for me if something happens to me?
This is one of the most entertaining sovereign citizens I've seen in a while. This guy goes totally crazy and won't stop talking over the judge no matter what. He rants about conspiracies and all the usual sovereign citizen nonsense you always hear. He even says he's not black and calls himself a living man. Like, dude, what are you even saying? It doesn't make any sense that DOU thinks sovereign citizens actually believe this stuff, or are they just messing with the courts? Let me know in the comments. Now, let's watch this heated showdown between the sovereign citizen and the judge.
We'll go on the record in the state of Wisconsin versus Anthony Griffin Jr., case number 25 CF 939. Could you get the appearances, please?
Assistant District Attorney Jack Schneider for the state of Wisconsin.
And you're Mr. Griffin, is that correct?
No, all statements for the record comes now the living man, Anthony of the Griffin family.
All right, so Mr. Griffin,
appearing expressly.
wait, you need to stop talking. Is
I'm
Mr. Griffin
appearing expressly.
hearing today? Are you Mr. Griffin or not?
I am Anthony of the Griffin family.
Are you the Anthony Griffin
executor of the
that is
estate
charged?
of
Stop a
Anthony.
second here.
You asked me a question, I'm answering it.
Okay, I don't want you to answer it anymore. I want a yes or no answer to a question, okay? And the question is, and I have to get the case back in front of me, I'm sorry, but bear with me. Lost my calendar. I have a simple question for you.
25 CF 939.
Are you Anthony Griffin with a date of birth of August 20th, 1985?
I am not the dead entity, Anthony Griffin. I am the executor of the estate. I do not agree to be.
All right, well, we'll have to set this over and hold you in custody then until we can have a later
I will
hearing.
check, as I've been held for 72 hours without seeing the judge. That is unlawful.
But you're not Anthony
So
Griffin.
you are agreeing to violate my common law rights. Is that what you're saying?
I'm asking you to, let's do this, okay. I'm gonna find probable cause that this is Mr. Griffin, that is acting in an obstructing way, but,
I object to
we'll go ahead.
my
Do you have a
justice.
copy of the complaint there in front
I
of you?
object that you're obstructing my justice.
Your
And I
objection is
object
noted.
that I'm a more. You have.
If you keep talking over me, we're gonna cancel
You is
this.
talking over me. I just want to state the facts. Do you not want the facts to be stated on the case? Am I not allowed?
I need you, you're not allowed, no, you're not allowed to talk right now.
Of attorney. I am not.
Okay, let's hold him in custody, or canceling this hearing, you're gonna have to be
That's
held.
okay.
You're not willing to cooperate. Make a record that shows that
You're violating my rights.
Cooperate.
Let the record show that, please. Thank you.
Record will note that he refused to cooperate so that an initial hearing could be conducted.
So, that was his first time in court after spending 72 hours in jail. I think the sovereign citizen didn't want to sign a paper to see the judge. That paper basically means you agree to show up in court, or else you just stay in jail with nothing to do. Like a boring summer camp, though I'm also really proud of the judge for how quickly he shut this guy down. The judge gave him a serious legal smackdown. Most judges would have just let him talk forever like it was open MIC night at a crazy club. But this judge was focused, so props to him. Anyway, let's watch the guy come back later for a second court appearance, where somehow he gets even crazier than the first time.
We'll go on the record in the state of Wisconsin versus Anthony Griffin Jr. That's 25 CF 939 appearances.
So we mark up for the state.
Understand order with the defendant's office defers to Mr. Griffin, who's indicated that he wants to take care of his own case.
Right, is that right, Mr. Griffin?
No, I'm not Mr. Griffin. I'm Anthony of the Griffin. I have the power of attorney for him. I do have a question for the court. Will I be allowed to speak freely, or will my civil rights be again granted over?
Oh, you get to make a statement on bail, but we're going to do this in an orderly fashion. But you're indicating that you're not Mr. Griffin, or that's just not how you identify yourself.
It's not about me identifying myself in the Griffin Jersey, my all caps entity with the dead entity. I actually have an EIN for this created entity. This is not me. I also do not live this address. I'm also not a black man. I am a lawyer. So a lot of things on here totally wrong, which cannot be at all. My weight is not 240 pounds. All this information is false. But as for the record, all statements for the record comes now from living man and the other different family. Sure, yours or your son status appearing expressly to continue the regular support. I'm not to be mistaken with the all caps state as I am the occupant of the executive office and also the sole beneficiary of the state. I filed my power of attorney with the court and I'm ready to proceed. Let the record show that I do not agree to be a surety for the debt entity as it was created from the state and was given to me and is not a representation of me. I am not one who owes debt to the United States or to the state of Wisconsin. Further, I'm not a flight risk. The only reason I was supported was due to the failure of the court to notify me of said date. Furthermore, on being detained, I made it very clear to Officer Gilson that I wanted my rights read to me. Officer Gilson first refused after we asked him twice to know if they read me my rights. After Officer Gilson read me my rights, I made it very clear to him that I wanted my attorney present with the sheriff. Officer Gilson then replied, "They won't come." I made it very clear to him that if he continued to talk to me without my attorney present and the sheriff present, it would be a violation of my civil rights and my constitutional rights. He ignored these facts and continued to be arrested in violation of my law and the rights and the protocol that he agreed to follow as an officer. I was pulled over while I was traveling in a private automobile. The plates read, DOT exempt, do not detain private travel. I made it very clear to him that he does not have jurisdiction, but yet he forced it. I was never properly identified as a suspect. My fingerprints were taken under direct arrest of origin after I told them I did not want my fingerprints or people taken until I have a court order from the judge. I do not argue with any of the facts in this charge and incident. This is not me taking a plea. This is accepted for value and returned for value. All the charges contained in this case and use my exemption for discharge and set off and release the order to me immediately.
Okay. Well, I think there's at least a reasonable inference on the record that the person known as Anthony Griffin is the same individual in front of me. When they called Anthony Griffin's case, he came out of the holding cell. I don't know why he would do that if he's not. I gave you an opportunity to speak. I'm speaking now, sir.
This is exactly why nobody likes sovereign citizens. They just argue for the sake of arguing. When you try to listen and be respectful like a normal person, they just interrupt and object as soon as you respond to their nonsense that there's no way to win against a sovereign citizen. It's like arguing with a magic 8-ball that always says no. This guy was rambling about his fingerprints and saying he's not even a black man. And I'm just sitting here confused. Like, dude, you could tell me you're a toaster and I'd have to believe you. Let me know in the comments if he's lying, because at this point, I don't even trust what I see. This whole thing feels like a prank that's gone way too far.
You can object. There's no basis for it. I'm looking at the court records. Please don't interrupt. I'm looking at the jail records.
The Trust Act of 1666 says that when somebody claims their estate, you are to relinquish all of the things to them.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's okay. That also means that this
you can file your written motions, Mr. Griffin.
Court with jurisdiction, and I challenge jurisdiction under Federal Rule of Procedure 5.1.
It's denied. The booking photo and the Spillman records match this particular individual. I'll find probable cause.
Man can be Lord over his own case.
And where would you like us to send mail, sir?
You already have mail.
Okay.
53532.
Thank you.
And I have a right to be
what's the state's position on bail?
Thank you, Your Honor. In this case, the state is asking the court to impose $1,000 pound bail with the condition that the defendant be prohibited from possessing any dangerous weapons as defined by the statutes. It's my understanding that the defendant posted $5,000 cash on his current pending felony case and then failed to appear in court. He is alleged to have refused to identify himself and has committed additional crimes while out on cash bail, which is, as we know, a general violation of our conditions.
I object.
It's our position that
Let her finish. We can't have this hearing. We are talking over people. We're trying to record it. What's the basis for the objection?
The basis for the objection is the fact that she has no basis of knowing who I am. I don't know who she is.
All right.
She's not even
the objection is overruled. I ruled it, Mr. Griffin. Let her finish.
As far as that failure to appear, Your Honor, it looks like a bench warrant for a body only hold was issued on January 27th of this year in pending case 24 CF 907. that warrant was not served until almost 3 months later on the 17th of April this year.
So Your Honor, is it true or not that when somebody has a court date that they have to be served the court date so they know that it's there? Or is it okay to actually set